Okay, so this is another hot button topic. It's called cutting corners versus doing things the right way or the best way. So someone once said to me that flippers are guys who are going to do a house and cut as many corners as possible to save as much money as possible. And there's some truth to what he said. Now, there are other people that are going to go crazy and make everything super nice. So there's no real answer to when. Very often, when you're doing construction, you're doing a job. You have options of to do things more expensively or less expensively. As we discussed before, some typical construction problems are that things lead to other things. So there's no easy answer to say when you should cut corners and when you shouldn't. Obviously, if there's anything that's a safety issue, you can't cut corners because you can get sued after. Um, Obviously, you can't do crappy work where things fall apart after. But very often, there's still a question whether to use better materials, whether to spend the extra money. And it's going to depend on your market and your area. So we do different jobs when we're selling a house for $400,000 than when we're selling a house for $700,000 or $800,000, right? We absolutely know we have to spend more money on the higher end deals because those buyers are going to demand it, and you have to know your area too. So we've had situations where on very high end deals, the tile work was not good, and we had to rip it up and redo it. In a situation where we never ever would have thought about doing that in a lower end house. It's something that you need to learn via experience, and it's going to depend on your contractor, and it's going to depend on your experience of what the market's going to bear. But it shouldn't depend on your budget. And some of the biggest mistakes we've made regarding pricing a house or regarding doing work were based on, well, we're already into this for too much, so we need to cut corners. That's always a mistake. Your client and the market doesn't give a crap how much you spend on a property. Um, they care about comparing your property to other properties. So let's say a quick example. If your bathroom is in bad shape and you say, I'm going to keep it because I did the other two bathrooms in the house, for example, um, and I'm already underwater or already spent too much money or I'm not making a lot of money on it. If the market doesn't bear the asking price you want for all new bathrooms, you got to do it. You got to bite the bullet. You can't base your decisions based on how much money you're into. No one cares about how much you spent, and sunk cost should never be a determining factor in a project or in any decision you make. That's another topic of discussion. So you have to know your market. You have to have experience as to when to spend less and when to spend more. It's something you can only really acquire through experience.